Hey everybody, it's 13th Wolf Manual today. Today's day 30. One day left on the 31 Days of Horror. It's day 30. Please, sir, may I have some more? No. Yeah, it's day 30, 31 Days of Horror. We're down to the bitter end. And, it's been a fun month, man. I've never done a theme month before. Usually I just do stuff willy-nilly. I spend like 4 months coming up with the list and just kind of like, oh, I haven't seen this in a while. And this has been a lot more fun. Just kind of like sticking to like kind of a format and doing it that way. Because, I don't know, it just seems like in the past it was more hectic. And I felt more worn out after doing it that way. I don't feel that this time. There was a lot of stress involved before. But yeah, so 31 movies, 31 days, 31 reviews and videos, and 31 comments. And so, as you know, many other people are doing this. The one and only MSJ, I Am the Ice Lord, Retro Horror, Random Horror, Echo, King Gore, Jennifer Toshi, Mood 616, Double Shot J, Have Cheetah Will View, amongst many, 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 many others. You know, so check everybody out, see what they're doing. They might be doing something really cool that you really, really dig. I'm saying really, really way too much. So yesterday we started, and also like, subscribe, share, comment, and of course, you know, I always want to know what you have to say. But yeah, so let's get on with the movie. Yesterday we started with so it's an alternate viewing for the last 3 days, and we started with the last movie in the Karnstien trilogy, but it takes place 200 years before the first movie. So it's kind of a prequel. So we watched that first. Now we're watching the first movie that was ever made in the Karnstien trilogy by Hammer, and that is Vampire Lovers. This has the beautiful Ingrid Pitt. We've got Peter Cushing back. Peter Cushing is in this movie, and it takes place, like I said, so Twins of Evil takes place in the 1500s. This takes place in the 1700s. Ingrid Pitt, the beautiful, sensual Ingrid Pitt is this. We got Madeline Smith in this. We have Peter Cushing back as, in this one he's called the General. So he's a different character, but you know, Peter Cushing is a staple when it comes to being in a Hammer film. You got to have either Peter Cushing or Christopher Lee almost when it comes to art. Oh, what's his name? Oliver Reed would occasionally show up in these. But yeah, so Camilla or Carmela or Michaela, depending on what girl it is. It's the same girl, but she went by different names. Camilla was a vampiress. She came back from the dead, and she would just go throughout the countryside with her lesbian tendencies to seduce young women and drink their blood. And each time she was introduced to someone, she was introduced as a different name, you know. Camilla, Carmela, or Michaela, something like that. Instead of it starting with the C and the M were kind of like switched around. But yeah, Vampire Lover. So she goes around and she's just tempting. All, you know, they're at a dance and this countess says, "Oh, I have to leave, but my daughter, she's welcome to stay, but we have something important we have to travel on." And the Peter Cushing says, "Well, you know what? She could stay with me and my niece." "Oh, you sure?" "Yeah, sure." So she does the vampire thing where, you know, you look into my eyes. "Yes, and you will do anything I say." You know, that type of thing. and so she mesmerizes her, and next thing you know, that young girl is dying from, no blood. Next thing you know, the girl that has drained her has moved on, and she meets up with another people that say, "Oh, you could come stay at our place," and it's actually the general's. Peter Cushing's character was the general. It's actually his niece's best friend, but these two have never met. So they're like, "Oh, come stay with us," and she does it again, So it's really just her going around the countryside draining young women of blood. It's a cool movie. I love these Hammer vampire films. Like I said, you got a lot of beautiful women in these movies. Maybe I didn't say that, but you do. I did now. But yeah, Vampire Lovers. So this is the second, and this cover really doesn't do it justice, because as cool as that is, it's not like that. I mean, but yeah, I really did enjoy this movie. It kind of cruises right by. Next thing you know, it's like 88 minutes long. Next thing you know, it's over. So yeah. So now we're down to the second movie in the Karnstien trilogy. You can only guess what tomorrow's movie is going to be, since the Karnstien trilogy is going to be the last few movies of the season. I really enjoyed doing this for you guys this year. Not as stressful. I don't know. It's just really weird how unburdened I felt this year doing this. Usually my stomach's in a knot, and by the time it's over, I'm just kind of like, oh. But yeah. So please tell me what you think. Have you seen the Vampire Diaries? Do you have a favorite scene? Do you have a favorite actress in this? I think Ingrid Pitt is probably one of the most beautiful women. But then you got Madeline Smith in this movie also, who is just a gorgeous young lady. So, I mean, it's hard for me to tell. I've always had a thing for Ingrid, though. I mean, going back to when I was a kid and seeing these movies as a kid, so I might be a little biased there. As always, tell me what you think, because I am the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl. Oh!